Hey everyone, it's Tara here, back with another scrapbooking video. This has got to be one of my favorite pages that I did, and it's all just because those Instax frames, they're so cute and colorful. So I have these 4 pictures from when we went to our first real day in Quebec City. We went to like a little bagel place and walked around this neighborhood that it was in, and it was just a really fun little morning. The bagel place was really cool. They gave me coffee in a bowl, which was really exciting. But for this spread, I'm going to go super matchy. So I picked out some colors and some papers that matched the colors of the frames for the photos. And I sized it down to my page protector that I'm going to be using, which is just a 4-pocket one, 4 square pockets. So I measured it out by just putting some pencil marks on some paper and cutting it out with scissors because I still don't have a paper cutter. Oops. And then I just measured it up to the other papers that I was going to use as a template and just cut it out from there. So nothing too technical here, and the edges are definitely not completely straight, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I put all the papers down that I was going to be using for each little pocket. And the purple was just like not having it for me because all the other papers were kind of patterned and had a little bit of interest to them, and the purple was just this solid purple. So I picked out a different paper for that, and I thought that looked a lot better. And then I'm just going to get started on each little square. And I'm just going to be laying down some paper and some washi tape. I picked out some other colors that kind of matched the frame, that pink, and picked out some washi tape that I liked. I also picked out some little circle die cuts with some text on it that I thought I would use, but I always forget to actually use these. I don't know what my problem is. So I have those and I wanted to use them, but I just completely forgot about them. Whatever. And then I'm also using some of those scrapbook scissors that have like a mountainy, roughy kind of edge to it, and just like some triangular shapes. And then I'm just going to be kind of doing the same general layout for each square, just with the different colors. So I'm just kind of layering that up here and seeing how I like that. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of journaling for each square, but not that much. Since it's going to be 4 different parts, I don't need a lot of room to write for each one. And I figure I'd just kind of explain the picture when I go back and do the journaling. This picture here is just a picture of the street that the bagel cafe was on, with some really pretty street art, mural kind of thing on one of the buildings. And I just thought it was a really cute little shot. So I wanted to remember that moment. So I took a picture, and that's about it. So I put some washi tape down, and then I'm gluing down the little border kind of things that I have, and just using the Tombow glue runner, adhesive runner, to glue those down. And then I'm just going to put the picture on top of it. And like always, I'm just using little Zots to stick that picture down. And then I decided last minute that I also wanted to put some other washi tape at the top there and just kind of balance it out a little bit. But yeah, so simple, but I really like how it turns out. I really like the matchiness of it. Maybe that's silly, but I think it looks really cool. Next up, we have the little orange pinky frame, and that's a picture of a humongous church that was near the river, and my lovely husband standing in front of it. So I have some pinks and some orangey papers that I want to use here. I love that little square with the circle. I think it's circles on it. Maybe different shapes, but the colors on that are just so pretty to me. So I thought it fit really well with the frame and the kind of overall color scheme I had for this card. But this one is really simple. I didn't really spend a lot of time on it. Since I kind of figured out how I wanted everything to look on that first card, it gets easier and easier as I go on creating the other cards. So I ended up cutting that scrapbook piece paper orange thing in half-ish, or thirds, I guess. And I put one at the top and one at the bottom. And then I just put the picture on top, and that will do it for this little card. Next up, I have the orange yellowy frame. So I have that yellow-orange pattern background, and then a plain orange background for the picture. I also have that transparent vellum kind of paper. It's kind of pinky, but I thought it would look kind of cute against the orange, and it did. So I make good choices sometimes. Another thing I was doing, since the way this is going to be laid out has a 4, so 2 on top and 2 on the bottom, I wanted to have like the pictures next to each other or the journaling next to each other. So when you look at the page with all 4 cards in it, it doesn't look strange. Everything kind of flows in a way, but I don't know. That's what I made up in my head, and that's what I went with. So anyway, back to the card. To finish it off, I just added some of that orange grid washi tape, the picture on top with those Zots, and that's it for this one. The picture was kind of in the middle of this card, and the same for the next one that I'm going to be making, a little bit off center, with the top 2 kind of being more towards the side. I really like this frame. It's kind of has the greens and yellows, and I have that green pattern paper that I thought matched the frame really well, and I was excited to find that one because I have some of my paper just kind of loose and sorted out by color, and then I have some in scrapbook pads, so I didn't really look through everything until I was like, oh, I don't have any greens that really match this. So I was searching. I was searching, but I found that, and I really like the way that came together with the photo frame. Just going to size that journaling card down and glue it. I got some green washi tape with some little like sprinkles kind of. That green paper that I ended up finding, and some yellow washi tape, because it's green and yellow. That's what the frame looks like. That's the colors I'm using. And then I'm just going to get that last photo down to finish up the last card. So I have 4 cards here. We have the purpley pink one, which is kind of more detailed than the rest of them, and also one of my favorites because I love purple. Then the orangey pink, the orange and yellow, and then the green and yellow one, which is kind of the least detailed. But yeah, so this is what they all look like together. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.